If you followed this channel since the beginning of Madden 26, I've made it no secret that the soft squat zone is my favorite zone for defending stem down corners to compression receivers. This is an especially useful tip when you're dealing with a bunch formation where that outside receiver is almost always open if you don't have this zone on the field. But what happens when your opponent runs an overall compressed formation, such as 2x2 tight? You might be able to use a coverage like cover 6 or cover 9 to defend one of those corners, but what do you do on the other side of the field so you can defend both sidelines? Well, you're in luck, because today I'm going to take you guys through a coverage that is designed to do exactly that. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell, grab out your pen and pad. Let's get after it. So we're going to start off by showing you how this works against bunch. I've done content on this before, but essentially my favorite bunch coverage in the game is a cover 9 show 2. I did a lot of cover 2 match talks, especially in that first week, showing the different rules for how cover 2 match works. The cool thing about cover 9 is that the nickel corner side of this defense plays cover 2 match and the other side plays cover 4 quarters. So in a situation where you're dealing with a stem down corner out of a bunch strong or a regular bunch or a bunch tight end, this is especially useful. So a lot of players are going to run a route combination where they have a stem down corner, a stemmed up slot fade, a streak, and then a backside drag. I run bunch tight end, and this is one of my favorite route combos. Oftentimes Texas the running back behind the tight end. That way, if they play the drag, I can throw the Texas over the middle, but I'm reading this basically right to left on this play. The thing is, with the soft squat though, this zone is so uniquely equipped, and the cover 2 side of this match overall is so uniquely equipped that we can actually handle this route combination quite effectively. So what you're going to see is that that stem down corner is matched by the soft squat zone, and you cannot throw that. It's going to be intercepted the vast majority of the time. And the other cool thing is that the soft squat is not pulled nearly as easily because other players are already matched by other zones, or basically man match within this particular construct on the field. So you're going to see that this soft squat zone can be fairly reliable. One of the things that I recommend is that you just maybe move it out a little bit. If for whatever reason it's lined up too far to the inside against the bunch and this corner route's getting open, just take a second, move him a couple yards outside, and he'll be able to latch onto this route. A lot of times people will throw this and you'll just intercept this. This is one of the most common interceptions I have this year in Madden 26 because so many people rely on this and only this to move the football. Okay, so definitely a really, really good adjustment that you guys can use to defend bunch formations. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that are running tight formations, 2x2 tight formations. And this is where I stop to let you know that if you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to show you guys how to clamp, you're going to enjoy the rest of the content that's on my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. Just yesterday, I put out the most revolutionary 2x2 match rules into my match coverage Bible and into our vault. So that way, if you guys just want to learn how to defend formations like tight doubles or doubles flex Y off close or tight Y off weak or tight flex, I will show you guys the exact coverages and who to use there so that you can smother these route combinations. I'm going to show you guys how to stop the corner routes, but I know a lot of you struggle with check down games, Texas routes, drags, concepts where you have a drag with a post over it. There's more than just corner routes. So make sure that if you guys want a little bit more in addition to what I'm going to show you guys here, you guys go over to Gridiron and check it out. Link is in the description. So we're in a 2x2 tight formation. Let's just go ahead and call tight doubles here, for instance. And I'm going to start off with showing you that if I were to call a split field match coverage, such as cover 6 or cover 9, we would be in an okay spot on one of those sides of the field, right? So with this particular instance, if I wanted to put a stem down corner to the B receiver and then just do something underneath, maybe we'll have a stem down corner here on this other side of the field as well here. But what you're going to see is that if I just focus on Smith here, I'm not going to be able to throw this route. You see that soft squat basically stays on it, and it's a very tight squeeze. If you have a taller corner, you're going to get interceptions with this very, very consistently. However, a lot of players will also be looking to the other side of the field, and if they have this quick window, boom, they're going to throw this ball right out to Dotson hot off the line. So let's go ahead and kind of show you that here. We don't need to worry about setting up the combo to the right. We already know how to clamp that. But if I snap this ball and I have a match quarter side, this is one of the bigger issues in the game, and a lot of people will run 2x2 tight because this throw can be a rat catch touchdown against your match coverage. So what do we do? Because if I flip this coverage to the other side of the field to get this soft squat zone on the field, now all of a sudden we're right back into almost the exact same problem on the other side of the field, where I'm going to be able to defend Dotson, but you know, I'm going to also have kind of this throw down and away a lot of times for a possession catch on the sideline if I get a more accurate ball here, where that match zone on the deep side doesn't really get there fast enough. Okay, so this is where we're going to go back, and I'm going to show you guys basically how to create a cover 2 match on both sides of the field. Now, one of the deficiencies that you guys will notice with nickel based defenses is that when we talk about cover 2 match, it's as simple as turning your cloud flats into soft squats. So I will go ahead and choose those outside corners, and I will basically adjust them to the left analog stick to the right. So I hit Y, Y, or triangle, triangle, X, left analog stick to the right, turns them into a soft squat. And I'll hit YYB or triangle, triangle, circle, and then I'll hit right on the left analog stick. Turns those guys into soft squats. Now for the rest of the match, we also have to turn our hook zone curls into vertical hooks. This is fine when you have a slot corner because I can turn him into this, but it's not so good when you have this nickel linebacker, because you'll see that his adjustments don't allow for this adjustment. So when you're in a nickel-based defense specifically, we actually still need to base out of the cover 6 defense because it will provide that particular zone by default to our linebackers. So when I pull this up, boom, we have a vertical hook here on the right side. Then from there, it's as simple as turning the left side into cover 2 match, and we are ready to go. Now, one of the things that I will also tell you guys you should do in this is user this player, because you're basically going to relate in this particular context to the running back. If you don't want to do this, you can also click onto the vertical hook and just realize that your responsibility is the tight end vertical or something breaking underneath. I'm going to leave that there because that's not the focus of this. But with this, I'm just going to click off and let the AI play. Let's just set up that same streak corner combo on both sides of the field. You know, you got an opponent who's in compression. They're looking to steal a first down on you, quick snap, something like this. You guys will be able to very, very easily. And again, if you feel like these leverages are poor, just move them out a couple steps. It's no time at all. You should have enough time to change, even in cover 6, that entire left side into cover 2, and then move a couple guys. It's not hard to do. Now, when we do this, you're going to see that both sides of the field will be clamped by this adjustment. So I snap the ball, both of those guys are handled. Now, this is why I said maybe user that 3-rec hook, is because you can better guard a Texas route than an AI player will. But you see right there, this was smothered. Okay, so when you get these 2x2s where you're dealing with those boom sharp corners to the outside right away, this is the call. It's called cover 2 sink. So you see right here in this nickel defense, it takes a little bit of work. I had to basically modify the cover 4 side of cover 6, but everything in this call is matched. It almost looks like 2-man under. It has the potential to play like that. Obviously, it has the potential to play other rules as well. So make sure you guys go back and watch those older videos. I say older like they weren't just 2 weeks ago, but make sure you guys go back and watch the earlier videos from in the year, especially if you guys are late to this channel, just now discovering it. Maybe it's September, October, even into, you know, February. Go back to August and take a look at my channel and watch those cover 2 videos. It's going to be an important part of your defensive library in Madden 26, no matter when you start. So that's a good adjustment for nickel, but can we make this easier for players that maybe struggle with adjusting or only are fast enough to maybe move a couple of players pre-snap? Absolutely. All you have to do is go into a dime-based defense. So you need to have something that has basically 2 slot corners. So from my point of view, I'm going to run 1-4, but if I have a 2-3 will, this is easy because slot corners, as we found with the nickel, can be quickly adjusted to vertical hooks. So what we're going to actually do here to make our lives easier is we are going to choose cover 2 sink. This is actually a super easy way to set this up because it comes with basically your outside corners ready to roll. They're already in the soft squats. You don't have to worry about making that adjustment. From there, just go ahead and change those guys to vertical hooks, and we're ready to roll. In this particular defense, I could actually go ahead and put this guy in man on the running back, and I could probably just hang out in the middle myself. This is a fine defense for somebody who wants to spam short corners to both sides of the field. So let's go ahead and set that up again. And you will see that I am not throwing the ball to either of these guys. Again, I snapped the ball, X is smothered. B maybe got off the ball just a little bit. But again, I think the key to this, guys, is going to be the moving of that player. So again, my recommendation is get this guy out a couple steps. Just kind of deter your opponent from that throw. Maybe they'll call something else. Honestly, you want them to throw it. But again, here, when we run this, we'll set up our Set up again, stem those corners down. Neither of them is going to be open. X is covered. B is covered. Look at the hip pocket play right there, intercepted. We got Jackson with the INT. And of course, this is better the taller you are too. So if you get those super tall corners, they're perfect for cloud flat coverage because they can hang out lower and jump up higher from underneath corner routes. But this is the coverage that I will use when somebody is short cornering both sides of the field from a compressed formation overall. This is a real pain in the rear to deal with. So make sure that you guys have a little cover 2 match with soft squats in your arsenal. Convert those hook zone curls to vertical hooks. You're on your way to getting stops against this meta. Now, if you need the rest of this bag, I'm telling you, there's drags, there's Texas routes, there's posts, there's all kinds of stuff in addition to the stem down corners. Make sure that you guys go watch my vault update and my match Bible update because this is deep. This goes into insane detail. So I'm going to get up out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, this is Zan. Get the lab and good luck.